All right, NTB here. So a few days back, I had did a video on labels. It was just talking about how labels can be so empowering in some instances and so destructive in other instances. And the audio on that video was so bad that I had to take it down because I couldn't upgrade the audio at all. But I thought the message was so important that I was going to have to swing back around and talk about it again. And essentially what I was saying in that video was that sometimes, right, we accept labels from the world, and the world oftentimes will mislabel us. And if we internalize labels that's given to us by other people, and we let that sink into our consciousness, into our being, oftentimes it can be really debilitating and harmful to us. So, what I was saying in that video was that we have to be cautious about which labels we accept, because what happens is it disempowers us if we're not careful. And so some people will call you this, or some people will call you that. Some people will call you really, really bad names. And a lot of times it starts even as a child. You can, particularly your parents or people who you love or your caretakers. And then society also has a tendency to do it. They'll label you this and they'll label you that. And what it does is it puts limitations on you if you allow those labels to sink in. Because oftentimes these labels are a lie. Listen to what I'm saying. Oftentimes the labels that society, people, even parents will give you, they're not true labels, they're lies. And they're lies designed oftentimes to do just that, to disempower you, to break you, to make you feel bad, to hurt you, to harm you. And so they're weaponizing labels against you. This is why I was saying, this is why I was talking about sometimes guys come home from, for instance, to give you an example, I talk to a lot of guys who come home from incarceration. They come home from prison, long-term incarceration, and then they have this idea because of the label of formerly incarcerated that they can't do this, that they can't do that. They have this label of felon, as if something inherently is bad with them. And it's not, bro. It's not. Sometimes people fall upon hard times and they get caught up on drugs and alcohol, and then someone will call them a drug addict or worse horrendous names, related to drugs and related to alcohol. And it's hurtful and it's harmful if you allow them. And I know it's difficult to reject these labels sometimes, but you have to, because again, not only are they harmful, they're lies. And that's what's so troublesome for me, is that the universe didn't give you that label. It's not real. It's not real. It's a label that's man-made to try to define you and tell you who you are, and thus who you can be and what you can do, and they're lies. The universe made you great. The universe made you strong. The universe made you empowered. The universe made you amazing. That's who you are. That's the truth. Everything else is a lie. And so you have to grasp the truth, reject the lie. Because if you grasp the lie, you become weak. You become disempowered. If you grasp the truth, you become unstoppable. NTB, man. Follow for more.